Hi, I'm Brett Ralsted with St. Aug TV. I'm here at the Fountain of Youth Archaeological Park today, where they just fired off the cannon. I'm learning a lot about this place, and there's a lot more than just the allure of eternal youth. And we're here with Kit. And most people don't know that this was, in fact, the original settlement of St. Augustine and, in fact, the United States. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Kit?
Well, certainly. The settlement was established on September the 8th, 1565 by Pedro Menendez de Avilés. He brought a group of men, a smaller group of women, and a group of children with him on a military and settlement mission. Our settlement began 42 years before the British settled Jamestown.
42, okay.
And 55 years before the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock. And it's a fascinating side note that on September the 8th, 1565, the first Thanksgiving feast between European settlers and Native Americans occurred right out in our field as well, documented for the King and Queen of Spain.
So, Kit, tell us a little bit more about the first settlement and what their life was like as the first settlers of America.
The settlers had a very rough life. For being one of the more technologically advanced peoples on the planet, sporting ships that were the peak of their design for the time, the Spanish brought European diseases that the Timucua had no natural defenses for. Relationships between the Spanish and the Timucua were generally cautiously optimistic. Each side needed the other to a certain extent. You simply do not find gold and silver in this area. And what that meant was that the Spanish were interested in expanding their empire, but not enslaving the local Indians for gold and silver.
Now, Kit, I understand that in 1934, while planting some orange trees on this property, they actually ran into some burial grounds of some sort?
Yes, they were planting some citrus trees, and a gardener discovered a body. The local authorities were called, and it was quickly established that this was not a cold case murder victim, but one of the first Christianized Indian burials in the United States. Those are the actual archaeologically proven outlines of buildings that were here in September of 1565. Upon the Spanish landing, the Timucua had very friendly relations with them, and they gave them this little parcel of land to establish a settlement on. On September the 8th, 1565, nearly 450 years ago, what really is America's first successful colony was established in the field behind you. When you come here, you can browse over 17 exhibits that are fascinating and entertaining. We fire a 6-pound replica Spanish 16th century cannon once every hour. We're rebuilding a chalupa boat that was proven to be here during those days. And the park has a natural beauty all its own.
Okay, so for the history of St. Augustine in Florida, as well as America, come and visit the Fountain of Youth. And I'd like to thank Kit Keating here today for helping us out and showing us around the park. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
And thanks a lot.